So Kamaru Usman is a sore loser, more like sore loserman, because after his fight against DDP, massive cup session, okay, complain about the judges' scorecards, complain about an eye poke that didn't even happen, made excuses about the size difference, alright, then said that he had an off night. He's then complaining about Justin Gaethje being champion, but him not being a champion. It's just a crazy cope session that we're going to look through today. Apologies, I've had to flip the footage and put the little Bromo logo in the corner to avoid copyright problems. I've already tried to record this video once and it got blocked. So I'm trying to do some crafty vet moves here to get this video out. Also, apologies for no video for about 4 days. I was at work, couldn't record anything. I'm off for 2 weeks now. We're going to get on the grind. And also, if you could like and sub up, we're trying to get to 6,000 subscribers, just 300 subs left, and then we're there, boys. All right, we're there. So close. So help me out. But let's get straight into this. So this was Usman's reaction to the decision. I don't know what he was protesting here. He got battered for 5 rounds. I didn't give Usman a single round. I didn't give him a single round, to be honest. I thought DDP 50-45 was fair. To be honest, it could have even been more. It could have been 50-44. I think you could have given a 10-8 round in there somewhere. DDP was beating the shit out of Kamaru Usman for 35 minutes. Usman had he had 2 good minutes at the end of the fight. And that's pretty much it. The rest of the fight was terrible for him. He had no success. He got wobbled a bunch. And every time he got wobbled, he complained for some reason. Every time DDP would land something clean on his chin, he'd look at the referee like, what the fuck, ref? Are you just going to let him beat me up? Are you just going to let him continue beating me the fuck up? Can I not get any help here whatsoever, referee? No help at all? No? Oh, brilliant, you know? It's really weird. I don't know what he was doing. Why was he complaining? But we're going to start with this clip here. We have a few clips to go through. And, yeah, starting off with this one. This is Usman complaining about the result of the fight, or the scorecards even. Let's take a listen.
For your winner by unanimous decision, DDP Dricus Du Plessis.
What is he complaining about?
All for your winner by unanimous.
What is he complaining for? He walks off, look, and he's like, what? Guys, this is bullshit, right? Everyone's cheering. Everyone saw you get beat up for 5 rounds. And you're the one complaining. You're complaining? Really? Just grow up. And look, you can see DC's face, look. When Usman turns around, you can see his face I mean, you got battered, Usman. You got beat the fuck out of. There's literally nothing to protest here. The only if I was DDP, I'd protest the scorecards. You should have got a 10-8 round there, in one of those rounds for sure. Well, I mean, if Hamzat's going to get a 10-8 round against Usman for doing what he did, I think DDP should have got one too. He beat the fuck out of him in a lot of those rounds. He rocked him multiple times. It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. So I don't know what he was protesting here, but it doesn't stop there, guys, because we have more cope to get through. We're going to look at now his post-fight interview where he makes a bunch of excuses. Kamaru, cope, sore Usman. Usman and DC, get ready for the post-fight interview. Listen to what Usman says right off the bat here.
This victory. No, I mean, I'm no sorry loser, but I mean, 50-45. I mean, what were the judges watching?
They were watching you get battered, mate. What's he on about? What are the judges watching, guys? 50-45? Come on, man. I agree. It should have been 50-44. But if we're being serious just for a second, Usman, what were the judges watching? What were you experiencing? Did you think you were winning? Did you think you were doing well in there? You were getting battered from pillar to post all around the cage, wobbling, doing the stanky leg every single round. You even had to stop the fight for a fake eye poke to get some rest, to not get finished. If you didn't do that, you'd have got finished in the second round, buddy. I'm keeping it real. You'd have got finished in the second round. If you didn't lie about an eye poke, you'd be out there sooner. All right. Now, I will give him credit where it's due. Great chin. All right. Very good durability. lasted in there for 5 rounds against Dricus, upper weight class. It's very commendable for taking that much punishment, but let's not sit here and act like you had any sort of success outside of like 2 minutes in the final round. I think it was the final round. But you know what I mean? It's just like, what were the judges watching, dude? You get battered for 25 minutes.
You know, I mean, it is what it is. He's a big boy.
Oh, so there's the size. Excuse me, he's a big boy, guys. You decided to move up a weight class to fight him. That was your choice. You chose to do that. No one made you do that. You knew how big he was, right? So that's excuse number 2, all right? The judges got the scorecard wrong, and he was a big boy.
And I knew he was going to be tough. I said it all week. He's a tough dude. You know, early on, I think he was a punch or a thumb. You know, kind of one of those weird punches where you get the thumb in the eye.
Nope, wasn't. He's saying this like it's Gaethje's punch against Paddy Pimblett, where he punched him and his thumb was out like that and it scraped the eye. We can watch the punch. Closed fist the whole time. It was the knuckle that caught like the eye socket. It wasn't the thumb out like that and it scraped. It was a clean punch. You know, we got a thumb in the eye or something? No, you didn't. You got a punch in the eye and you didn't like it, so you called the foul. And you got some time to recover. And DDP got robbed of a TKO victory in round 2. He got robbed of a finishing sequence in round 2 because you decided, I'm going to call the action here. I'm going to call the action. It's pathetic. It didn't happen. You're coping about a foul that didn't occur. You know, people going about Alex Pereira coping about the back of the head shots like they actually happened. This is the same. Well, this ain't even the same thing. This is worse, bro. He's complaining about an iPod that actually didn't happen at all. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know what his problem is.
So it was kind of tough for me to kind of gauge the distance and really commit to getting in on getting the legs. But he's a tough dude. You know, hats off to him. You know, we win some, we lose some. It's just, you know, very rarely I have an off night in here.
So now it's an off night. So that's excuse number 4 in 50 seconds, guys. Or he had an off night. So the judges got it wrong. He's a big boy. I got eye poked and I had an off night. I hate when fighters do this, right? They always go, no excuses. I'm not a sore loser, guys. No excuses, but here's 4 excuses. Let me give credit and say Dricus is a tough guy, but let me also cope and just make up a lot of bullshit excuses to why I lost. You didn't have an off night, Usman. You got fucking battered. I had an off night, like you haven't won 1 out of your last 5. You've won 1 fight. I'm pretty sure you've won 1 fight in your last 5. You lost to Leon twice. You lost to Chimaev. Alright. You beat Joaquin Buckley. Yeah. And then now you've lost to DDP. I'm pretty sure that's your last 5 fights. You've won 1. It's not an off night. You're just not. Like, you're a bit washed. And it's fine to be washed. But you need to own up to being washed. Like, you know, you need to own up to not being how, you know, what you once were. And you could say, you know, it's because he went up a weight class, possibly. But he's also like 39, inactive, hasn't fought in over 1 year. He last fought last June. Okay. No knees. You know, just all these things are probably a more logical reason than I had an off night. You know. It's just crazy. It's just cope, man. It's just straight cope. It's pathetic.
And everyone gets it every once in a while, so I guess this one's mine.
And that's pretty much it. He asks, you know, Usman after that, like, what's next for you, Usman? And he says, you know, in fact, we'll fucking play it. Let me skip it forward a little bit, right? So DC asks, what's next for the Nigerian Nightmare? Listen to this.
Oh man, I mean, as you can see, I still got it. I just...
As you can see, guys, I've still got it. What have you got, Usman? CTE? Like, what have you still... You didn't show anything in there that you've still got anything other than a good chin and good heart. Right, but in terms of actually being competitive, you're not there with the top guys no more. And again, it's fine. But stop being delusional. As you guys can see, I've still got it. We didn't see anything that you've still got. Apart from a fucking swollen orbital bone. You know, like probably a broken orbital. That's what you've got. Stanky leg, that's what you've got. No knees, that's what you've got. You know? You've not got anything, bro. It's crazy, crazy cope. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. It's not good. We're going to have a look at this eye poke too. Because it's not an eye poke, it's a clean punch. Just look at this shit. Here we go. So I'm going to just slow this down. Well, I'm not going to slow it down. It's literally in slow motion. But I might just do it like this. So as you can see, Dricus bringing it round. Okay, bringing it round. Closed fist still. Closed fist. Oh, wait, you can't even see it. Alright, so I'll move myself up here for this one just so you can see. But if you look, so closed fist the whole time, yeah? Closed fist, closed fist, closed fist. Fist is still closed, it's still closed, it's still closed, and bang, lands there, clean. Clean closed fist punch. On the eyeball. But it's not like he had his thumb out and scraped. He just punched your eye socket. It was a clean punch. And you had a break from the action because of it. It's snaky, kind of crafty, but snaky behaviour, Usman. Saul Loserman. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not an... you know, I got hit with one of those punches where like the thumb goes in the eye. No, you didn't. You got hit clean with a punch, a clean punch, where the knuckle hit your eyeball. Alright, that's not illegal. That's a clean move. And if you look down here too, another funny thing happens. So, like, the action resumes. The action resumes. Alright, and watch what Usman does here, right? So, Dricus catches him with a really nice right hand, and Usman complains. Like, what's he complaining about? He gets punched right in the face, and he just goes, oh, come on, ref, are you gonna let him do that to me? You gonna let him punch me, ref, over and over again? You're gonna make me cry. He's a fucking idiot. Like, it's just straight. I don't even know. It's just. What is he protesting? I don't know. I actually don't know what he's protesting. What is he protesting there? It's a clean punch. This dude's a fucking idiot, man. So this is him about Justin Gaethje, right? His teammate. You know his teammate that just pulled off the biggest upset in UFC history? You know, that teammate? This is what he has to say about Justin Gaethje, man. Being the champ. It's pathetic. Loser mentality.
Justin Gaethje being here in attendance tonight and supporting you here in OKC, and your thoughts on he now being the champion at lightweight, and is there a fight that you would like to see Justin take next?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, I still have to look down when I talk to Justin because, you know, he's a world champion now, so I can't make eye contact with him. And unfortunately, I was, you know, not victorious tonight, so I have to live that more.
I have to look down when I talk to Justin Gaethje. I can't make eye contact with him because he's the champion and I'm not. That is so weak. That's such loser mentality. He's so lame. He's so lame. You should be happy for your guy. You know what? Credit to Justin. He should be your inspiration. The old unk up against the odds, wins the title against the undefeated phenom on the biggest fight card of all time. You should be like, you know what, I'm really happy for him, you know. It's just amazing, guys. It's amazing what he can do. I can't look at him in the eye because I'm fucking jealous. You're pathetic, Usman. It's actually quite sad. It really is quite sad. And stay tuned, guys, because I know for a fact they're going to upload a pound for pound podcast episode, and it's going to be an absolute cope session. And I'm going to react to that as well, because that's going to be really funny to see. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe for that if you want to see that in the next few days. But yeah, this is just ridiculous, man. And I think he just goes on to say what he wants to see from Justin next.
You know, but no, Justin right now is, I mean,
Yeah, he goes on to talk about like what he wants to see next from Justin, which I'm not interested about. It's just his reaction to him being the champ that really like sells it to me, and it's just pathetic, man. It really is. And I'm going to give my final thoughts on the fight right now. Let me just make myself a little bit bigger, okay? Bear with me. I know. Crazy editing style, this, guys. Because this fight was crazy. This fight was honestly crazy. I was watching the fight, obviously. I didn't score a single round to Kamaru Usman. I don't know what he was protesting when he was getting punched and kicked in the head clean. The eye poke thing is ridiculous. It didn't even happen. But we have to really fix that system of like fighters calling for eye pokes, because sometimes it's not even an eye poke and they just call for it because they just I know they get hurt. They want to break in the action. It's kind of ridiculous that that's even allowed to be the case. But hey ho, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. No excuses, as Usman would say. But if that eye poke didn't get called, DDP would have got a finish in the second round. And we'd be sat here saying that the DDP finished Usman in round 2. But no, he had to get a little fucking break over a fake eye poke. Like, this shit's ridiculous. And just going about the judges' scorecard. You got battered for 5 rounds, bro. Battered for 5 rounds. And I hate fighters that just can't accept a loss. It's pathetic. It's really, really shit. But yeah, credit to DDP. I mean, he beat a welterweight, so it doesn't really tell us an awful lot about where he's at in the middleweight division. Well, I like to see him fighting Mavov next, maybe, although he's probably getting the next title shot. I don't know, maybe a rematch against Hamzat, that could be quite cool. Or maybe fight Baralio. I don't know. There's so many interesting matchups for DDP. I want to see him up there with a high-ranked middleweight. Not a low-ranked, well, not a low-ranked, but a top, like a number 9 ranked welterweight. Not interested in that bullshit. It was a great fight for a storyline standpoint, you know, who's the king of Africa, but we need to see him fight a welterweight contender next. And, you know, he needs to be someone in the top 5. But as far as the fight goes, complete domination by DDP. I'm surprised there wasn't a 10-8 round in there. Usman's protesting for no reason. Dude's a fucking clown. Like and subscribe. My links are down below. Become a member, join the Discord. Until next time, I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye.